Nice to see they ain't cutting people some slack.
What's up, Dub Nation? Rich here with Let's Go Warriors again, and we're going to get to watch the young guys because Steph and Draymond are out. One thing that happened yesterday was Steph was out his gentleman's cut promotion, and we have that on our channel, youtube.com Let's Go Warriors. And if you go to off days, which by the way is some awesome compilation of Jonathan Kuminga in the off season as well. Oh, cool. We already got 1,000 views and it's only been 3 hours. Yeah, I'm really happy about this video, and check it out. Here's Steph at the event. Notice
got the bottle for the people. Now we out, like Jim.
Steph with bandaged finger. So yeah, why take any chances in preseason? Oh, and here are more things in this video that I just did. So welcome. For those of you new to Let's Go Warriors, who am I? Well, I'm Rich. Let's Go Warriors has been a daily coverage of the Warriors since 2013. That's me and Steph, me saying goodbye to Steph in Vegas because I told him that's the last time I'm chasing you guys around. I'm retiring from dragging my body to all these games, but I was very fortunate. Look at all these credentials. In fact, I brought the box this time, so I'm gonna, for every game, I'm just pick one of these credentials. See, here's the box, the actual box. Let me dig deep, see if I can pull out anything that I remember. Try and go for a paper one because the paper ones were on the road, whereas the plastic ones were at home. All right. What? No, that's plastic. Let's find a paper one. What do you think? What do we got here? Oh, what's up? We got Charlotte Hornets. February 25th, 2019. We had KD back then. Oh, man. Charlotte. Yeah, I remember that one. The reason why I remember that one is because at the end of it, in the bowels, in the back of house is what they call it, there was Steph taking time out of his his trip to the team bus. And he said, it's all a tangled mess, and he was, check this out. Pretty cool. Stop screen. So he said, no, I mean, he didn't say anything. He was talking to a person in a wheelchair in one of those like fully paralyzed from the neck down wheelchairs. And I was there, and I you don't want to step over the line because I didn't want to like record a private conversation or anything. So I just kind of kept my distance, and I always try to make sure we get at least a few minutes of footage. And it was great because Marcus Thompson was there. You guys know Marcus Thompson of The Athletic. And he passes by and he goes, "Man, you're a content machine." And that's one of the best compliments I've ever been given on the beat by somebody else. to be called a content machine. I mean, you one look at our YouTube channel. Yeah. Today I did like in the last 24 hours, I think I posted 5 or 6 videos, and they range from interviews. Moody was awesome on the podium. I don't even have time to post any content on our Instagram or do any of this marketing type stuff. But what Moody said was just so perfect, on how to be a professional and why it's based on your principles. And it's very akin to what we do here at Let's Go Warriors. That's why we do what we do. So if you're new to this channel, that's what we do, is we try and go behind the scenes so that you feel like you're part of the team. But one requirement of feeling like you're part of the team, and we always say, oh, it's like you're the 19th man on the team, 15 regular NBA contracts, those 15 spots and the 3 two-ways, and then you're the 19th man right there on the bench cheering for this team. What are the things that you would say? You wouldn't rank the team, you wouldn't compare anybody, you wouldn't vote on any awards, you wouldn't predict anything, you wouldn't predict, oh, are we going to win tonight, or are we going to get a top 6 seed? We don't do any of that. We're very unique in that everything we do here is really like you're a part of the team. And I've wanted to like explain that from the get-go on every live stream. We're going to have the Pistons Warriors play-by-play here. I can't stream it, obviously. We've done that on Twitch, and the Twitch, whatever Twitch channel I was using got dinged. So it's not something that I want to go out of my way to try and do. But anyway, the other thing, ironically, that I thought was perfect for Let's Go Warriors is, let me show you the guy with the placard before the game. You guys saw this, right, on social media? Where's the dude with the placard? I hope I got him. Uh-oh. There he is. And Kareth Burke got him too. But check this out. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, and I am so lucky to exist at the same time as Steph Curry. Exactly. That's what we try and do here, is to remind you of that. I'm going to make that our new banner for Twitter and the YouTube channel. I'm so happy we stumbled upon that. All right. Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo is playing, ironically, against the Knicks. He's on the Minnesota Timberwolves and preseason game, and it was really cool. If you look in social media, you'll see that he kind of jawed at Jalen Brunson, his old buddy. Daniel Berry in the house. Dean Chambers. Dean may or may not be able to attend our play-by-play, but it's mostly due to the cable situation / sling. I'm looking up the Charlotte game from 2019. Oh, we won by 11. We were 43-17. Let me show you guys this. Days gone by. Yeah. Beat the Hornets. Back then, we took no prisoners. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, and DeMarcus Cousins. In fact, DeMarcus had 24 and 11. Look at that. 26, 20. I mean, they had no chance. It was one of those where I don't even remember the game. I never remember the games because I'm too exhausted getting the footage from back of house and stuff like that. But it's all a whirlwind, and I'm glad to like be here and kind of, not have to get on a plane be in the airport at 4 a.m. or what have you. Kimbo, Amy, Bruce. Hope you're holding up, Amy. I mean, Bruce. hope you're holding up, Bruce and Amy. But Bruce is in a hurricane. Yeah, so that was funny. Dante barking at Jalen Brunson. Yeah, that's the best placard I've ever seen, honestly. Not in person. Didn't see it in person. The best one I've ever seen in person was at Brooklyn, and I forgot what it said, but I took it to my hotel room thinking that maybe Steph would want it later, but I never was able to get around to finding. I texted his trainer, Brandon Payne, but he didn't say anything. Busy guy, though. All right, let's. All right, my external keyboard is working. Brad Rideout, cool, man. That's a new one. We haven't seen you before, so welcome. I'm glad you could join us. All right, guys, this is going to be a tough game. We obviously have. In case you missed it, I should type this in. Steph and Dre are out tonight. We kind of knew that. I wonder if Steve was like, "Hey, you two dads, you can just stay home tonight." I have no idea. It's just preseason, so I wouldn't be offended. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, we're about to tip off. Sorry, I'm trying to type my notes in the description.
Hello, Dub Nation.
Oh, sorry.
Roberto Casas reporting.
Sometimes Apple Music starts out of nowhere. Does that happen to you on your MacBook? I swear. Anyways, I'm trying to type in my story on the 2019 credential at Charlotte, where Marcus Thompson paid me the ultimate compliment. I mean, I'll never forget that. All right, tip off. Hey, Trayce won the tip against Duren. Is that Duren? Pretty sure it is. 12:35 on the timestamp. Bad screen Melton, and it was poorly executed by Brandon Pajemski, who's playing the point guard. But let me try and look at the replay and see how we screwed that up. An auspicious start to the day. Nah, that's Melton's fault. That's Melton's fault. He just crammed into the guy. Cade Cunningham, elbow jumper, no good. And it's tipped out by, is it Duren? Scroll over here and check that out. Yeah. Too bad we don't get to see Wiseman. He is now on the Pacers. Oh, a little alley-oop by Melton the Trayce. Good design set. And we lead 2-0. Tobias Harris says, bye-bye, JK. Oh, boy. That's a little concerning. That was too easy. Too easy. But good job by Melton before that to turn the corner on that curl. Pajemski, mid-range, no good. Tobias misses, feeling it. And it's a traveling on Jaden Ivey, who torched us one time last year, I think. I don't know if he torched us. He did play well, though. Still learning my keyboard. It's not going well. And DeAnthony gets the ball to Trayce. Trayce gets fouled again, or not again, first time. Well, now that we are at a free throw, let me go back and see just why Kuminga was so soft against Tobias. Oh, we're not at free throws. My fault. We'll go back to that. Podziemski right baseline, spins and gets into the lane and shoots it. Yay, he shot it at least, but missed it. Trayce got a rebound. Out to Melton. Melton drives and swatted by Duren. That's what Duren does. He's pretty good at that. So I'm happy Podz took a shot in the lane. He passed that up against Sack. Moody around the curl. Foul, no call. Tip goes way out. It's a foot race. JK got it. JK. Now you're at 9 at the clock. Now he's one-on-one. Tobias, go ahead. Go ahead. Your world. Gets it knocked out. Good defense, Tobias. Now Melton has to fire. Melton, hello. Oh, we got in the lane somehow. Great drive. And it's tipped out. It's our ball. I credit Melton for good skills. But by the way, JK, Kobe elbow move tapped away by Tobias. Tobias has his number so far. And Melton again inside the lane. Beautiful. Finds Moody, wants to dunk it. Should have just got the layup. Swatted out of there. Cade, 94 feet. What a beautiful dump off the Duren. It's and one. And Ed Malloy is one of the refs. I like him. He's pretty good. Yeah, you can't try to dunk it over two young athletic Pistons unless you happen to be like Jonathan Kuminga and you can power dunk it. Well, that's a missed free throw for Duren. And Podziemski's one-on-one there. Scouting report is to pressure him out there, and they're doing a pretty good job. But we work around, get it to Trayce mid-post. Again, Trayce isn't even looking at the bucket, which I think may come back to haunt him someday. Moody, though, jumper, two-pointer. That's good to see. That's good to see. That's variety. That's Clay-like, you know. They finally, is that Ivy in the corner? And, yep. Wonder what happened on that one. Probably point of attack issues. Anyways, Jonathan attacks Tobias. It's an air ball. And Tobias has done a good job. Two-pointer. Tobias, no good, but they got another offensive rebound. Well, not rebounding. Malik Beasley, free reload, no good, but Moody brings it down. Good rebound. He pushes it. It's 3-on-3. Over to Podziemski. Wing three. Good. He got it. Way to go, Podziemski. Podz catch and shoot. On break. Good push by Moody. 8 minutes to go. Tied up. 7 apiece. Trayce on Duren elbow. Hand off Tobias down the lane. Trayce, pretty good job of keeping his hands up. It rolls in and out. Man, Tobias is... we looked at his stuff yesterday. Yeah, I mean 2 days ago. Melton for 3. Oh, wow. This guy can ball, man. Melton catch and shoot. He's so good. D-Melt is what they call him. And that was early offense again. Now there's a foul on Moody on the ground. So good job by Trayce before that to keep his hands up. We're going to side out. Cade with the ball. Screen Duren. Melton gets back. Inside lob. Kuminga tries to do what he can, but Duren is a beast. He's pretty tall down there. And lead pass to Moody. Now you got 11 on the shot clock, got nothing going. Go pick and roll, Trayce, Podz, bad pass. What are you doing? They get a fast break. It's good. Do we time out? Yes, we time out. So let me, God, Podz, man. Kalena saying, just keep your dribble alive. He's right. It's only 11-10 though, but it's a sloppy 11-10. I believe there's 6:56 to go. Let me take a look at that one play. I want to look way in the beginning. Why did Kuminga get beat so easily off the dribble from Tobias? Yep, it's that little jab that he cannot help but do. That is the absolute Achilles heel of his entire defensive game. Last game I criticized Moody a lot on defense. There's plenty for Kuminga as well, because his individual defense sometimes it's the same mistake over and over. He, for no reason, he's going to jab at you. Like, no, you don't jab. You're the defender. You stay. And it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. And it's one of those where I think he gets beat, and it's one of those where, okay, yeah, we'll go look at the tape later. I won't have time to review that particular play, but let me use the rest of the timeout to kind of look at that pick and roll. No, which one was it before that? Maybe it was Moody. Yep. So Moody had a blocking foul on Cade Cunningham, which was totally unnecessary. So to me, these are fundamental defensive plays that they just weren't taught. They're both in their fourth year, but it's like they're very far behind on just shuffling your feet, honestly, and reading the attack. Something that I find easy to do because I dedicated myself to defense when I was a young player, and like I don't think we have that these days. So we'll take a look at that next time. We are back to action. Me and Bruce. Yep. Oh, are you? It's awesome, right? Like, golly, it's. But at least I'm clipping those two, so we're going to come back to it. Melton brings it up. Over to Podz up top. Next, we got Moody. 2-pointer. Oh, off the board. No good. I love him taking that shot, though. I mean, honestly, those are the shots that Clay used to take. So, we got to fill that void. And good-looking shot. Clay didn't make them all the time either. Podz, great defense on Cade. Melton tries to push, and they lean the other way, and Melton scores. We're getting fast breaks. Our youngsters. What do we call Melton, though? He's not a youngster, technically. To steal Cade Cunningham, that's not bad. Anyways, Cade against Moody. Gets a screen from Duren, pulls up. Good. Yeah, eventually. That's the beauty of Cade, is that he does all of these DeMar DeRozan things, and yet he can dribble, too. So I really like Cade. Podz draws a foul, and it's shooting because he managed to get the shot off. So to me, Cade is like DeMar, not fully polished yet, but also with the handle, which makes him, that's why he was the #1 pick. Always like Cade. All right, Tim Hardaway Jr. makes an appearance, comes in for Ivy. Podz with one more free throw, puts the Warriors up by 1, 14-13. Looks like it's going to be a good game. And so are we the Detroit Pistons when we don't have Steph and Dre? We're basically the Detroit Pistons, right? It's going to be a close first half, I guess. Second half, maybe 3 quarters. Fourth quarter will be third string guys. Anyways, Podz gets another steal. So he's doing well on that end of the floor today. See if he can do it on this end. Gets it to Trayce, bumps into Duren and misses it. I mean, it's tough to finish against him. You might want to try something else. Uh-oh, Cade, see? Is he not like DeMar with handle? Trayce blocks him. Great help, and Moody gets the rebound. Yeah, Trayce. And that's a smooth-looking spin. Moody turnover. Tobias, 3-on-3. Podz take a charge. No, they didn't call it. 3-ball, no good. Way to get back, Trayce. Keep running, Trayce. You're young. We got 4 subs coming in. Melton down the lane. Threw it away. Hustle back, John. 2-on-1. Cade with the nice step. It's an and one. That's why Cade is so freaking good, man. My comparison with DeMar is merely because we just saw DeMar, and the first thing that popped in my head. And look at that. He kind of, gets away with an elbow. I mean, but it's subtle enough that you have to make the call on the defender, unfortunately. If more people would learn that, then there'd be a lot more Cades out there. He's like a wily veteran, and yet he's still a young player. Of course, 1 year was deprived with the leg injury. I think it was ACL. Missed the free throw. Podz rebound. We're down by 1. Over to Kyle. So everybody subbed out except for Podz. Looney posting up, mid-post, decides against it. Back to Podz, back to Looney. Good shot in the lane. There we go. I mean, he's basically forced to shoot that. Loon, 13-footer. Cade with the high pick and roll. It's a double pick. There's Isaiah Stewart. So creates the mismatch both ways. And is that Melton? My fault. So suddenly my laptop's way ahead. Lindy Waters in for Podz. So prior to that, I think that was a foul on Heald. Yep. So Heald got the switch on the Isaiah Stewart screen of Cade and got beasted in there by Isaiah. Isaiah can't catch it. Free steal for Looney in the box score. Kyle right side, hash mark over to Loon. Back to Kyle. Doesn't look at it yet. Want to milk a play. Make sure people touch the ball first. GP. Heald from 35 feet. It's good. Wow. Pretty late shot clock. He had to fire it, and it's good. Is that about 35 feet or 30 feet? Probably 30. Maybe exaggerating a little. Jumper, no good. Looney rebound. What I like about Heald is those shots typically come late in the shot clock, unlike Clay unhinged last year, right? Looney inside, jump hook, good. We're on a roll. We've scored, I think, 7 straight points. Yep. Up 21-15. Hardaway Jr. Fadeaway inside. Good matchup. Stewart, Loon, nobody helps. It's them two. Great defense, Looney, as you'd expect. Yeah, Loon. Loon stops Stewart. And the lead pass is a turnover. Loon to Heald. I think I missed the play. Let me watch it on the replay. We've got a break in the action. 21-15, 2:40 to go. Let me watch that. Oh, it's Kyle Anderson. Don't you love Buddy? He's like, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. His chemistry with the guys, it's like, I want to be buddies with Buddy, More fire, more fire, more fire. I got to cue that video up for our last one, man. I love Buddy Hield, man. I hope he stays a Warrior for the next 3 years, maybe longer. Man, God, I love Buddy. So anyways, yeah, 2:45 mark. Kyle lead pass incomplete to Healed, who says my bad. Love his chemistry. I want to be buddies with Buddy. He seems like such a cool guy to hang around, man. And his accent, Tom Tolbert was talking about it on the post game. We have it here on our YouTube channel. And as I type all of this and waste the timeout, we won't be able to look at Kuminga's terrible defense, but that's okay. Right here is where Buddy Hield was like, I stay on the after practice shooting until I feel comfortable, then I take my ass home. Right on the radio. Tom Tolbert was there. And then after they ended the interview, Tolbert was like, don't you love his accent? I love his accent. And you're like, yeah, I know. You're like Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Oh, anyways, let's catch up on some comments. Yep, I think we can call him Splash Buddy. Our turnovers are tough. How many turnovers we got? Yeah, 5 turnovers. You know, I'm literally not as mad. It's so funny. Funny how I'm not as annoyed by the turnovers because they're not being. First of all, this is not our normal lineup, so that's why I'm not worried about it. But they're not being committed by Steph and or Draymond. The key point being and/or. And when I mean and or, I really mean and or. Like it happens way too much. All right. We're back to action. Maybe at halftime, we'll look at the atrocious defense by our youngster. Nah, I'm kidding. I mean, it's just 2 small plays, but Moody and Kuminga are not in the game anymore. Gary Payton beating off the dribble, but he gets back and swats Ivy. Does he get credit for the block or does Looney get the block? Looks like Gary will get the block. Yes, 1 block. Dude, that is off of Ivy. I guess it's preseason. We don't care about the possession as much. I would go ahead and challenge that just to practice challenging. I would. Jaden Ivey for 3, no good. Hardaway, but Gary Payton's there to steal it, and he falls, and luckily Lindy's foot wasn't in the way there. Thank goodness. Kyle with the little shake and bake. Nope. Buddy with the long rebound 3. Does Looney get an assist? I think Looney got an assist. Tipped it out. He should. That should turn into an assist, man. Come on, stat people. When in doubt, give him the assist. I'm going to rewatch it as they miss. Heald gets a rebound. Let me rewatch this. Yeah, man. Looney should get an assist. Huh. That was a Heald 3, too. Come on, guys. Oh, and then Heald turnover. Looney to Heald exchange did not go well. And then Ivy pushes it and gets to the line. Let me see. Yeah, he just didn't catch it cleanly. And Kalena's saying, know that you got help. You got Gary Payton tracking him for the block. Yeah, that's a chemistry thing. Takes a while to get used to Gary Payton on your team. We're still up by 8. 1 more free throw to go. We've still got too many fouls. How many fouls is that? At least 5. 6 fouls. Made the free throw, up by a touchdown. 24-17. Gary Payton with 122, 121, 120, 119. Healed around the curl. Back to Kyle. Hand off Lindy. 3-ball. Oh, splash. He's so smooth. He's like Cade Cunningham, poor man's Cade Cunningham, while we're on the topic of comparing people. But it's fun comparisons. And it's a turnover. Looney gets 2 free steals for his box score. Lindy, another fluid 3, catch and shoot. Ah, it's a thing of beauty. If you want, now that Clay's gone, if you want to teach somebody, and assuming teaching the Steph method of shooting off the dribble is more difficult, you want to have clips of Lindy Waters. So smooth. Man, we got a fun squad to watch, don't we? Man, we got some scorers. We scored by 3s. Healed with a really tough shot. Don't know why he forced that one. But it turns out Looney draws a foul. Was it Looney or he committed a foul? No, Looney draws a foul. That foul's on Simone Fontecchio, who is a good big man shooter, but I think he's a little slow on defense, and, you know, Dario Saric type. And I was thinking about that today, especially with Duren playing for Detroit and how we don't really have a counter for Duren. I mean, Trayce is all right, but like Duren's going to beast him on a one-on-one, right? And we don't have room on our salary cap to get that type of player because all the money went to Kevin Durant, which became Wiggins, and Steph and Draymond. So you don't have much left on the salary cap sheet. So we've never really had a 6'10" guy like Duren. But we've had veterans minimums like Dario Saric, which really, I mean, it panned out for a while, then it didn't pan out. Anyways, they missed in the corner. Good flyby, a little slap on the wrist that isn't enough to be called. GP goes to Kyle at the buzzer. No good. (31-17). It's still a football score. I like it, man. I like it. Draymond made the trip wearing his Cartier glasses. I can't imagine spending a couple grand on sunglasses, but that's another story. When you've got a couple grand is like $2 to you, man. That'd be great if I could feel that. What does that feel like one of these days? But at least he made it. So Draymond in the house wearing his $2,000 Cartiers. I wouldn't mind Steph staying at home with the family. No need to be physically at a preseason game. But too bad for the people that bought really expensive tickets for this one. Which is why you want to grow to love what we're doing here, so that you don't have to spend all this money to experience everything in the flesh all the time. All you have to do is just watch our videos like this one from Sacramento, which, by the way, has some damn good highlights, man. If I do say so myself. Where can I find some of these highlights? You want to see Jonathan Kuminga hit a Kobe fadeaway up close? It's a thing of beauty, my friends. Here it is. Watch this, guys. That's Pajemski, my bad. I don't know. Is it coming up?
Next one's going in, Posh. You got see-through.
I was thinking maybe that was his dad, but it's probably not. Yeah. I should have slowed that one down. Maybe I'll do an Instagram reel on that one, but I thought that was really impressive. And then there's two other Kuminga highlights. And speaking of Kuminga, if you go watch the the other video that I just did of his off season. Oh my, it just makes sense. We're not trading him. We're extending him. Like, you watch that stuff, he's doing stuff that's all-star level. The only problem is that it's hard to fit. It's like if the Warriors suddenly got Kobe Bryant, right? How would you fit that in? Like, granted, you'd probably dedicate a whole quarter to, him doing what he does, but like, you can't do that with Jonathan. He needs to prove that first. All of this stuff is turnover, Detroit, by the way. All of that workout stuff is workout stuff. It's not an actual game, let alone, he should go and play in the Drew League. But anyways, Moses, catch and shoot. 3-ball good, assist Pajemski, who now has 3 assists. Moses, Moody. No hesitation, man. And 3-ball by Detroit bounces around 5 million times on the backboard, goes out of bounds. All right. We work it around. Buddy Hield looks at it, then drives. A lot of traffic. It's a block. And it's out of bounds. I wanted to link this. Put it in my notes. I'm taking notes on the side, FYI. Looney has to fire it up. It hits the backboard because of a shot clock violation, and it's a shot clock violation. Never hit the rim. I guess they're interviewing the, Chase Center culinary people. No idea. Looking at some pizza, making me very, very hungry right now. Like, no, please don't show that right now. I'm starving. Isaiah Stewart, handoff. Fonte. Do they call him Fonte? Fontecchio? It's no good. Looney got another rebound, by the way. That gives him only 2. My bad. Only 2. Handoff to Hield. He's open. Inside to Looney. Oh, and 1. Nice pass, buddy. Nice pass. Is it Fontecchio or Fontecchio? Probably Fontecchio. I probably got it wrong. Between me and Kalena. So that was a nice entry pass by Hield, man. He's doing some things. I mean, everything he's doing, Clay was pretty good at. It's just kind of without the attitude, and I don't really know. I think that's a little overblown. It's just that I think it was just he just probably didn't want to come off the bench, honestly. Anyways, Isaiah Stewart pick and roll. Got it. We're up by 18, by the way. Pretty good defensive set in the first quarter. Pajemski with the silly turnover. Oh, my God. He's got to eradicate those. Those are just boneheaded turnovers. And Ivy down the lane, push shot, good. That's what I want Podz to do. He needs to develop that. He doesn't have that in his box. Is what Podz needs, is what I write. And Moody stripped. So rare turnover on Moody, but overall too many turnovers, period. That's 7 turnovers. Last time we checked, it was 5. So there's your 6th and 7th. Ivy inside, healed, has to reach in because Looney helped. So healed fouls Stewart, and that's 3 fouls on healed. And let me rewatch that play. How are they getting downhill so easily? We got to figure that out. I mean, we're up 16, free throws coming. Yep. It's Podz not getting around that. So, and he's frustrated about it. And he's talking to the bench about it. Yep. Before the free throw. Little girl having fun with the pizza. Love it. All right, so we got a timeout, 9:24 to go. They missed the free throw, so we're up by 16 still. 37-21, Q2, 9:24. Fontecchio, all right. I would hope that Kalena got it right because, I mean, they got to get it right. They're on the radio or they're on the TV. Loon made free throws. What's up, Davey Gordon? Yep. Waters, yep. He may be a way better Damian Lee, honestly. Slow-mo. Slow-mo got a shot off with 0.1. That's pretty good. Splash, buddy. I don't think we've called the challenge yet. Water bottle healed. I guess that's the progression. You go from nothing to you start out as water bottle. What's upper? Is Melton considered a vet? Yeah, I would think he's a vet. Plus, he's making $12 million on a mid-level exception. So, if anything screams veteran, it's getting a mid-level exception contract. Double digits these days. Non-taxpayer mid-level. Duck under the tax real quick. Sign Melton, and then go over the tax, but under the first apron as required. I think we should get the ball in Kuminga's hands a little bit more. Well, if this was the team going forward, then you change everything to kind of include Kuminga using his, Kawhi / Kobe offensive abilities. But you still got Steph and Dre coming back next game. So got one more free throw coming up. Brandon Schneider, okay. President of the Warriors. COO, I think. Okay. Podz brings it up. Big game for Podz to prove that he can play point. With Ivy all over him. Over to Kyle up top. Screen by Podz. Swing to Trayce. Podz, nice fake, uses his, and then he throws it away again. Just shoot the ball. Oh, my God. He's mad at himself, though, but dude. And then Detroit pinballs the that's got to be frustrating. They just don't play well. Gary Payton scores on the steal. It was just there's one actual thing that's more frustrating than Podz throwing the ball away, which is Detroit throwing the ball away without really, we're up by 18. Like they're better than this. Like, come on. But I'm just speaking as a basketball coach. Tobias misses. Podz gets a fake, goes inside, scores actually. A lot of contact by Stewart, but I don't think you can call that. So we got to give him credit, even though that was ugly. And then Ivy scores 94 feet later. I think Podz was too busy arguing. Yep, he's arguing about the no call. Ivy goes 94 feet. Podz draws another foul, but he's just throwing his body left and right, and it's not a pretty look. So I hope he doesn't really get into that habit, because I don't know. I don't think the refs like it when you're just flopping your body around. They don't really tend to call those. Steve has a few words for Brandon. I'd tell him to shut up. Steve had a word with him. In fact, it was one of those where he went like this. Anyway, somebody scored. I missed it. And yeah. I think he told him exactly what I said. You're arguing about the call, and Ivy's going 94 feet. Oh, that was JK with the 3 splash. Beautiful. Anyways, next possession. We're up 45-26, and we don't even have our old guys. Bad foul by their guard. Not Tim Hardaway, but who's the other guy? Oh, that's Ron Holland. I think it's Ron Holland, guys. Draft pick. It's the classic basketball problem with Detroit is how do you get all this talent to play together? JK scores inside on Cade Cunningham on the reception of the nice pass. Was that Melton? No, it was either Gary or Moody. Check it next time. There goes Tobias right by another jab step by JK. You don't do jab steps on defense, JK. My goodness. GP2 had the assist. Come on. Golly. Are they teaching them this? I mean, this has been a problem for more than a year. It's oh gosh. I don't know what to say. Like I would study Tobias like nuts, like crazy, and understand how he has to dip his shoulder to make a move, and just never don't jab. Anyways, Trayce blocks Cade and gets a rebound. Melton pushes the action. It's off of Cade, off of Gary and Cade, off of Cade. Good hustle, Gary. Melton arguing for a foul to no avail. We're up by 19. Really comfortable game so far. 6:21 to go. Baseline inbound. Let's see what play we run here. We got JK in the opposite corner. Ed Malloy with the headset. I didn't know they had headsets. Oh, you got to run around with that tape? That's horrible. Ouch. That's uncomfortable, man. Oh, turnover. Dunk by Duren. Horrible turnover by GP2. What happened there, man? Try and look out of the corner of my eye. Steve is yelling at GP2 to get into the play. JK up top. He'll pull up for 3. It's good. It's just a mindless turnover there by GP2. It just, golly. All right, JK, Trayce screen. Oh, nice little hezzy move. He's doubled, though. Gary's kind of late to get to the top, and Moody catch and shoot 3 ball is blocked. I mean, I think that's Gary's fault. He's not in the right position, but have to look at the tape. Cade working on Melton. Back to Duren, who fumbles it. Bumblerooski. Yeah, I think Gary was late. Steve is really yelling at Gary. What is Gary doing out there, man? He's in the wrong spots. But Melton just creates on his own. Blew a layup. Now you got 4 on 3. Cade goes right back to Tobias. Alley-oop to Duren. That's what you can do with Duren. If only Wiseman can just watch Duren all the time, which he did last year, but that's all he needs to do. Moody wide open as Detroit falls asleep. AAU defense, they fall behind by 20. Golly. So I take it back. We are not Detroit without our old guys. Detroit is pretty horrific, but whatever. Cade with an airball. Melton mangled, no call, but he lost the ball and they give it to us. We're up by 20, 4:19 to go. Lindy and Podz. Okay, Podz, you get into the lane, don't throw it away. Shoot the ball. Let's see if he can make that next step forward. All right, Melton brings it up. A lot of pressure from Ivy. Steve says, come on, run the play and get it over here. It's very slow developing, and it's different to not have Steph initiate that. So JK, way out there, 4 seconds. Trayce again, doesn't look at it, has to hand off. Melton has to do a hero corner threes, no good. Detroit on the run, 4 on 2, 4 on 3. Trayce blocks Tobias, and he gets in the way of Duren. Two straight stops by Trayce. 3-ball Podz, good. That's what Podz can do. Wow. Was that Tobias, then Duren? That's incredible. Yeah. Oh my God, Trayce. Who needs a 6'10" guy? See, that's where I get a little. It gets a little cringy when people go, "Oh, we need a big man. We need a big man." I mean, this is the best we got. This is the best we got in lieu of the traditional big like Duren. So just be happy with it, because otherwise we'd have to go and, trade, Wiggins for, a Duren plus another player, another 2 players. And that's just not the makeup of our cap sheet. So anyways. So when casuals say we need a big man, which is like Duren. By the way, anytime I say Duren, I automatically think, guess what I think of when I say Duren? See if you can think of it. So yeah, I can't stand it when people say we need a big man. We need a big man. Like, it just traces what we have with our salary structure, and that's that. So STFU, you know what I mean? Nah, just kidding. Nope. Let's see. Hint. What's the hint? What would be a good hint? Gosh. I'm giving it away here, but okay. You still don't get the it's a salary cap thing. When you have the cap room, also, I mean, it's that's what you do. You see it over and over. I mean, they paid Zach LaVine an enormous amount of money to keep him way back when. So They miss again. Alley-oop, Trayce. I think that's a design play out of the break. And Detroit working around. It's weird. Tobias was wide open, and they got it right back to Ivy, who travels. I mean, that's Melton again. Just he's so savvy. And, that's, we keep talking about people want Moody to start. Well, Moody, you got to do those plays till Moody starts doing a million alley-oops like that. So fun opportunity for Steve Kerr to do a lot of coaching today. Young guys, they need that. Need a lot of talking to. Not the case with like Steph and Draymond. You don't really say anything to them. Is that another turnover on Podz? Who takes a charge? Detroit can't believe it, but yeah, his point guard duties are leaving me much to be desired. If that's yet another turnover on him, let me see if it was. Oh my God, it's a horrible entry pass. These are two of the worst games that I've seen Podz play, but this one's different because he's never had exclusive point guard duties like this. This is the first time. JK takes it, draws a foul on the drive against Ivy. He's looking for Trayce to get it. Now he tells Trayce that you made the wrong cut. Make it on the baseline so I can go upstairs to you. Nevertheless, JK will go to the line, and now it's your job, Kuminga, to like hit free throws because you're going to get fouled. You've got to go to the line and be like Kawhi and Kobe and Michael Jordan and just knock them down with ferocity. And he doesn't. He just doesn't have the mentality for that. And I think that's the next level. I don't know that any of his game left is physical. Like everything is just mental from this point on. So I think that will be the struggle. But, it's everybody goes through that. Cade misses a three. Good closeout, JK. Lindy Waters open again. Oh, he had a flyby and he missed it completely. Little too open, I think. And ball goes out of bounds. Another deflection for Podz, which is what he does well. So he's doing all these things well, but the main things he's not, which is don't turn the ball over as a point guard and know when to pass and know when to shoot as a point guard. Cade dribbles through a couple of screens, nothing there. Good switch by Trayce, but now he's on an island. But Melton's there to help. Are we in zone? Ivy for three scores. Felt like we were in zone on purpose, but I don't know. We'll see next time down if we're still in zone. Pick and roll Podz. Kuminga, corner three, no good. Melton with the rebound assist to Trayce. He can do so many things. Man, Melton is a baller. Wow. He's so good. Down the lane goes Beasley. My fault. Beasley's number 5. Called him Ron Holland last time. My fault. Cade. Beautiful lefty. I mean, can DeMar do that? Cade is amazing. I want to see if JK got beat off the jab again, though. DA for 3, no good. Just a late reaction. Duren inside scores. But, I mean, add that to the bunch of clips that we can point the finger at JK. Podz working around, finds Melton for 3. Missed it. I guess you wanted the 2-for-1, but Podz had Duren on him, so why not keep the ball? Weird. Foul by Podz on purpose. 11.3 seconds. We're up by 21, so that's the good news. Oh, is that the fifth foul though? Or are they really, are they watching the live streams? Because I said you got to put the bonus light up on the fourth foul. Maybe they're watching our live streams. They got the bonus light up on the fourth foul. Amazing. Cade with the smooth, man, dude. I'm telling you, man. Cade is going to get paid. Ooh, that rhymes. JK at the buzzer loses the ball. That's all. Yells at Ed Malloy, and Ed Malloy kind of ignores him and turns around, and luckily JK had already left, but that wasn't going to be called, in any century. Let's see. BP. All right, did you guys guess my hint? Got Melton on the mic. Let's listen in on Melton and see.
I see my guy step up, I'm just kind of just throwing out there. He did such a great job of locating and dumping it. I don't know how much you listen to Steve Kerr's public comments. D'Anthony Melton plays well with Steph. D'Anthony Melton plays well with Brandon. D'Anthony Melton plays well with Buddy Hield. I think you just play well with everybody, apparently. I mean, I'm just trying to, play my game, play my subject basketball, but at the same time be aggressive. So, I'm just trying to play smart. In this game, your defense, individually and as a team, has been on display here. Super aggressive. You guys are all feeling fresh and looking good out there defensively. I mean, that's what a day off would do to you. Last game he was tired and a little lethargic. So, having a day off now, you want to come out, bring some energy, pick up pressure too. Hey, we really appreciate you stopping. Keep it up. No doubt. Thank you. That is D'Anthony Melton with the Warriors leading 60-41. Getting off to a good start.
Boy, I'm in disagreement a lot with Kimbo on little things today. But anyways, did you guys guess it? I guess Geo came the closest, sort of. David Gordon. Where's Gio's comment? Fernando in the house. Brad in the house. John Mordeck's in the house. Oh, there was the Duren. So Duren makes me think of Duren, the prince dwarf. In Rings of Power. Have you guys seen Rings of Power? Dude, it's so good. Golly, it's so good. Like, if you like Lord of the Rings, the movies, you'll like it. I mean, it's just, the fight scenes are incredible. All right, time to look at JK's poor defense, but I hate to harp on it, but, it is what it is. But I've been showing the same clips for the last 2 years. That's the problem. That's what gets to be worrisome. Let me delete some of these old files. much memory I got on that computer? Ooh, 30 gigs. That's not much. Okay. Look at some of these plays. Okay. By the way, today in the pregame, Steve said Wiggins as the starting 2 is absolutely still in play. And again, it's all salary cap sheet driven. Like if you made every decision you make in basketball based on the salary cap, you go a long way. So start doing that. Start looking at everything from a salary cap perspective, and you'll get a little clue in as where things are headed. I got to find Bruce's comment that we think of the same thing, and then screenshot that. Should take a look at the Discord as well. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's one thing we gotta see in the Jonathan workout videos is the individual defense. It's not quite there. All right, so 112 mark of the live stream. Analyzing the 2 defensive point of attack mistakes by JK and Moses. Here we go. First one, Jonathan. Step through this because if I play it, we might get demonetized. Wouldn't want that. Okay. Ball trickles out to the top now, Tobias. And in fact, I should actually screenshot this one and do that again. So you're going to see JK has this really bad habit of jabbing towards the offensive player, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's just a bad habit that he picked up somewhere along the way. And it doesn't make sense because you're supposed to wait for the guy to make a move. You don't make the move when you're on defense. Why would you make the move? He makes the move, and then you react. So watch this foot. It's going to go at Tobias for no good reason. There you go. You see that? Let's watch it again. Was Tobias's fake all that good? You're supposed to watch the feet. And I don't know if you watch the feet, but I don't know. Why was I able to read this when I was a youngster and JK is not able to? I don't know the science behind it. I just know that I wouldn't jab at my guy. Like, what is Tobias doing that makes you jab? Just a little bit of this and you're going to jab? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Let's go back just a little bit more. Maybe we'll play it at half speed. When he goes for fakes, he jabs. That's the problem. You don't need to like jab when you go for fakes. Like just go straight up with your feet nailed to the ground. Why would you need to move forward. Has anybody, like, this has been 2 years at least. Do I need to send this to Anthony Vereen? Would it be disrespectful to do that? I don't understand it. I've just seen it over and over again. Ah, man. Well, we'll pull up Moody next. Moody, take the stand, Moody. Oh, these young players just are not trained fundamentally on this stuff, and it drives me nuts. As a former coach, but that's what we do as coaches. We get bothered when fundamentals are not being executed. So let me go back to writing the notes. JK seems to bite on pump fakes by taking a jab step towards the attacker. His feet should stay stationary or at most vertical. I mean, if you were faked out, wouldn't you jump vertical? Like, why would you jump toward a guy, thus opening up this entire lane? Man, I could talk about this for hours and just the nuances of the game. But you'd hope you have an audience to talk to, and I just don't know if JK is quite there at really understanding this. I mean, I still see him as a very young kid. Like, he'll always be 19 years old to me. And it's just, look, this guy is an incredible superhuman athlete. Offensively, he's got such a great toolbox, but it's just kind of these fundamental things that you got to lay down when you're young, like when you're 12, 13, 14 years old. If you don't lay those down when you're 12, 13, 14, then it's harder to correct. And that's what we're seeing. And he's not the only culprit. The other culprit is Moody, which is not an indictment of Moody. It's an indictment of the entire American AAU system, which, by the way, Jonathan was also a part of, but he didn't get here until, later on. But, once he got here, it looks like nobody taught him that either. Or nobody spent the time to work with them individually on the stuff, and it just got ignored. Now you get to the NBA. Now you got to guard Cade Cunningham. Guess what? Or Tobias Harris. You look silly guarding these guys. And that's been the plague of players brought through the AAU system. Now, players brought through EuroLeague, the problem is they're not athletic enough. Unless you're Wemby. So maybe Wemby's a little bit different and all the other French guys come in. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, it's just been an observation that there's holes in the American system, and these are part of those holes. So this one, Cade's going to attack right on Moody, and the camera just flips into the action a little late. So let's go half speed. See why he was fooled on this, because he's probably not taking you that way, and Trayce is right there. So I mean, isn't it obvious that he's gonna go baseline? I don't know. Like, those are things that would go through my brain when I was playing high school ball, right? Of course, my offense sucked. It's just that little hitch move, and you're just not sliding your feet. This is the little shuttle drill where you slide your feet like MC Hammer in the Can't Touch This video. I mean, honestly, just do that and you're fine. And he checks him a little bit. So, yeah, same old on that. Those two guys, we're gonna see it over and over again. And who's gonna win the race? Is it gonna be like, is JK gonna stop jabbing? Is Moody gonna shuffle his feet like MC Hammer in Can't Stop This video? Or is Podz gonna develop an inside push shot that Jaden Ivey has? Or is Podz gonna cut down on his turnovers? Like, who's gonna win the race of the young person development? So far, I think it's a very slow progress by JK and Moody. So I'm going to give BP the nod. He tends to work on the IQ part of the game better. But, this is not just JK and Moody, and Podz is a little different. He's playing point guard for like the first time. So I give him a little leeway, but JK and Moody, boy, gosh, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe it'll just be a problem throughout. JK could learn from Wiggins and just recover. Wiggins isn't all that great on the point of attack, but he is on the recovery part, which then is grouped into the point of attack. So technically he's a good point of attack defender, but technically he's not. But those are just my little analytical observations of each individual. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say the MC Hammer, you can't touch this shuffle. It's the go watch the video. Oh, Kerr's drawing up a play. Oh, we should note that down before I come back to that. Let's see. Right before half, Kerr draws up a play on clipboard, and he circles the middle of it. So was that offense or defense? I wonder. Let me clip that one real quick. Well, we're back to action. There it is. All right, so we have the ball. 11:35, 11:34, 11:33. Trayce down the lane, over to BP, bucket good. And 41 points for Detroit. So I don't know if they scored on the first possession as I was looking for the clipboard video. Okay, I got the clipboard video. I think Ivy just scored. I'm not sure. Let me airdrop that over. Take a peek at it later if we've got nothing else to do. Down the lane, ball deflected. Out of bounds, baseline inbound for the Warriors with 10:59 to go. We're up by 19. Three ball Moody, good from the corner. TJD's gonna. Andre Polk is mad at me. I let it go, though. I'll bet you're one of those guys that goes on Twitter and complains about Steve Kerr and wants him to be fired, that type of thing. I don't do that. I'll nitpick a guy, but then when it's done, it's done. And besides, it's halftime. We weren't talking about anything else, so just fill the time. In case you didn't realize it. And when you do a live stream and you hit halftime, don't underestimate how hard it is to fill that time. FYI. That's why when it comes to like radio stations and they got to fill time for 4 hours, I get it. They're going to throw some people under the bus because it's hard to fill time in those 4 hours. So you got to have that context. So hopefully you've got context, because Bruce is absolutely right. You shouldn't come on to a live stream and just say the words that way. Anyways, traveling on Podz. Oh my gosh. It's got a long way to go. It's a lot of turnovers in 2 games, Podz. Let me make sure it was Podz. Cade gets an easy lay-in. Gonna have to rewatch that one too. That was way too easy. All these mistakes. We play some mistake-free basketball. I wouldn't have to be behind all the time on the play-by-play. Yeah, Moody lost Cade in the exchange in terms of just the it's a good play by Bickerstaff. We're 4-on-5 as Podz is hurt. Maybe got Charlie Horst, but anyways, Moody scores and Ivy's the last man to get onto the offense, so Podz took his time and we're okay. Although he's got to guard Ivy now. Nope. Now it's Tobias JK. Solo on the elbow. Fadeaway. Foul. Reached in. JK reached in. They're replaying the part where Podz got hit. And he has come out of the game. Melton's in there. Buddy's in there. Moody, JK, and Trayce. So JK playing a lot of 4. Cade with the sidestep, jumper, elbow, good. As you would expect. Jeez, how many points does he have? 14. Actually, Duren leads the team. Another alley-oop, Melton to Trayce. Again, there's like at least 3 of those. Dunked by Duren. Man, I look up and people are scoring. I better pay attention. Got 808, 807, 806. Melton doubled. Lost his dribble. Kicks it to JK. JK looking. Finds Healed. Trayce inside to Moody. Swatted by Duren. Call timeout. We're up 16, 7:47. Q3 7:47. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. He did. Steph has really improved his defense, like by far. And then you see it come into play in the playoffs. You know, maybe that's what it takes is a playoff run for JK, which he hasn't really had the opportunity to experience with not playing in the finals, and then 2023 didn't play again, and last year we didn't even make it to the playoffs. To develop that pride. Yeah. Well, good news is, relatively speaking, JK and Moody are both very young. Like Steph Curry, 4th year. No, I think it took him year 7. Was it year 7? Oh gosh, man, is it really going to take that long? Oh boy. Oh man, did it take Steph until year 7 to get his defense right? Huh. Let's do a poll, since there's literally nothing else to do right now as we wait for the commercial. A good point by John Mordax. I like that. Trayce is gonna win the race of development of weaknesses between Podz, JK, Moody. Let's do a poll. Let's see. When did Steph become a good positional defender. Oh, there's Steph. He made it. Was it let's see, before 2016? Was it 2016 or after 2016? I actually don't know. Buddy Hield, no, Moody for 3. Oh, Trayce got a rebound and he scores against Duren. Nice. I think it was after 2016. Yeah, it took him a while. That's a while. 2009 rookie year, right? 7 years. That's 8 years. Duren dunk. Oh man, what are we doing? Close up of the Steph bandage. And JK gets a screen from Trayce. Melton with some moves. Oh, all right, Belt. Foul on the rebound. Trayce again. Good job. Man, Moody couldn't get around again. He couldn't stay with Cade. Duren got a dunk last time. Live action, we got Trayce up top. And Melton gets in the paint again, but it's against Duren. Throws up a prayer, no good. Here comes Cade. Corner, 3-ball, no good by Beasley. He's coming up empty today. JK, 3-ball on the break. Got it. Good for you. Yeah, I think the defensive part is probably going to take 7 years. Beasley is only 2 points. He's 0 for 5 on threes. Had a feeling it was a drought for him. Cade trying to bully Hield. And he bullies Buddy. Scores. Cade is so versatile. 17-point lead. JK got Tobias downhill, kicks it to Hield. 3-ball splash with arc. That was not flat. Beautiful. There's a foul by Buddy. Is that his 4th? He's a little foul prone. But he's coming off the bench, so it's a little bit different for him in terms of foul situations. By the way, we're up 20. Rewatch that play and see. No, that's a foul on JK. My fault. Sometimes I'm catching up late. So never mind that. Buddy only 3 fouls. But he's off the bench and you can use all 6. You're good. JK, rebound on the miss. Buddy back to JK. Making a move on Tobias. Spin, fade. That's what we want. Oh, back rimmed it. His second chance. But he's technically 0 for 2 against Tobias. Ivy gets a 3 over Looney as we got on our heels there. So we're up by 17. 452, 451, 450. JK. Swing it. Extra pass by GP. Short by Hield on the 3. Duren grabs it, walks it up. Cade walking it up. 17-point lead for the Warriors. Lindy and Anderson. Kyle's going to check in as Detroit winds down the shot clock. GP on Cade. Cade fadeaway, twisting, opposite. Went left, shot it with his right. Wow. Got to be smooth to execute that. Melton loses it. Good defense by Duren. Man, Duren's a baller. Cade no-look pass. Tobias a little bit too much. Good defense, JK, in transition. Athlete on athlete. Melton's going to come out. I guess we're Kalena's saying a line change, but there are only 2 subs. JK and Melton come out. That would have been an incredible dribble by Melton. He got in the lane that time. Anyways, Kyle Anderson. Buddy Hield for 3, no good. Lindy Waters, offensive rebound putback. Not bad. And 3-ball Fontecchio. Kyle Anderson down the lane. Draws a double. Looney was wide open, but he handed it off to Buddy unselfishly. Hands off to Lindy. Open 3 over Stewart. Oh, short. Too bad. And it's an attack by Holland. Missed it. Got it blocked. Put it back. Buddy Hield. Screen by Kyle. Over to Looney. Split cuts. Lindy's a little late on the cut, but oh well. Buddy gets it in the corner and splash. Man. He really is a poor man's Clay, man. That's nice. That's nice. And 3-ball for Ivy, no good. Stewart and Looney tangled in the lane, and Looney foul. Looney can't believe it. Up by 15, 2:22 to go. $82. 15, 67, Q3, 222. If JK plays the 3. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We got to get Wiggins back to playing the way Wiggins can, first of all, and then go from there. Yeah, I mean, I think JK is going to play the 3 regardless, right? Because you're not going to go small. You're not going to go small with I just noticed D'Anthony Melton is 2 for 11. That's the quietest 2 for 11 ever. But you're not going to go small with Draymond playing the 5 all the time. That's for sure not happening, especially at his age. So I feel like Melton's done a lot today. He's got 7 assists. So it doesn't feel like he's 2 for 11. I think maybe it's time to check the Discord to see what we missed. Let me fire that up in the background. What is this?
No hesitation. And these guys know where they're going to get their shots more and more.
Oh, that's a, you can't see it yet because I'm just checking what's going on over there. But the feed is covering Trayce Jackson Davis's 2 blocks in a row. And Brandon Pajemski heads to the tunnel. He injured his head. That was good 15 minutes ago, though. So it's been a while since we. Brandon Pajemski nose contusion will not return. So nose contusion. Fontecchio, no good. Gary rebound over to Pat Spencer. So we have dipped into the third string. Good to see Lindy basically as a second stringer today. He got a little bit of a promotion. Looney for 3. Short. But Gary gets the long rebound as Looney was kind of way off, honestly. Gary left wide open as is the scouting report on him, and he is short and flat on that 3. Tim Hardaway Jr., $16 million man, fadeaway no good. Yeah, every now and then, you're going to have one of those years where you just go make 16 million in Detroit, Gary sneaks underneath for a dunk delivered by Looney. If you're not used to Gary Payton, he's going to sneak. They work it around. Who is that? Asar Thompson isn't playing, huh? That's Marcus Sasser. Marcus Sasser delivered it. They missed it. Pat Spencer throws the ball away. 3-on-2. 4-on-2, really. Kick it to Hardaway. 3 ball, no good. His shot is got more spin than his dad's. Kyle and Loon, pick and roll. Bad screen, Looney. And Looney's like, what? Looney looking like the Predator out there from a distance with the hair. Rick Celebrini. Imagine having your son be the #1 pick in the NHL in any sport. It's pretty incredible. 17-point lead. Bad pass. Slow-mo gets a steal thanks to the bad pass. Slow-mo will slow-mo drive it and gets fouled. 26 seconds left. He'll go to the line. That was so slow. Oh. That was hilarious. Man, if we replayed that and made that slow-mo, we'd stop time. The universe would be like, wait a minute. That was hilarious. Slow-mo's funny. He's got some like oddly shaped ears too. It's cute though. Anyways, he makes both. We're up by 19. They got 19 on the shot clock, 2-second differential. Sasser and Gary Payton. Sasser dribbled circles around us one game, I seem to remember. Over to Stewart, looking for the split cuts. Nothing there. Back to Gary's man. Gary tries to disrupt Stewart, but it isn't enough. He scores. Good bucket by Isaiah Spencer from 3/4 court. Oh, back rimmed it. End of the third. 86-69. One more quarter. All right, let's look at Discord real quick. Stop screen. Present screen. Boom. This is our Discord. It's in beta version right now. It's got all the Twitter feeds that you need from beat writers like Sam Gordon, John Dickinson. We got to get John back on the live every now and then. I'll talk to him about that. Today was impossible. As you know, I did like 5 videos today. I was exhausted. I had to take a nap before the game. What is this one? Let me see if Gary Payton's dunk on that one, which you can't see, which is good because I wouldn't want to play a highlight and get demonetized for that. Fake or no? Let's see. Yeah, good point. I mean, of course. Steve Kerr is going to install systems that are not mindless to begin with. And he wanted more structure in it because previously it was read Steph Curry and adjust accordingly, which was a little bit too much for people to handle. Melton Trayce combo. Let's check out this new message down here. Oh, it's just Tim Roy on the radio. Anything going on the in the NBA? Let's check the NBA. How did Minnesota do? Probably would have to I guess Denver's playing MPJ. Probably have to scroll up quite a while to find any Knicks, Timberwolves, Dante DiVincenzo news. So we won't bother with that. Let's go right back to the box score and get right back into the action. Come back to Discord out the post game. They're doing full court press. Beekman over to Lindy. Lindy's got to get it over the timeline. Does easily. Guy Santos in there. Resets it to Beekman. Left hash mark. Trayce sets a pick for Moody. Moody comes around. Flare screen. Terry Stotts. Tries to drive baseline. He's shut off. Beekman. Oh, nice kick, Beekman. Finds Lindy Waters. Wow. Beekman. What a pass. All right. I like it, man. I like it. Lindy is so fluid. They get inside, they score. I'm not going to worry about our defense at this point unless Moody is isolated. But, you know, this is our third stringers and shit's going to happen. Like that, Beekman airball kind of lost his footing on that one. You saw his foot twitch a little bit, so he never really had good control of the footwork. Yeah, BP, too bad. Time stone. Yeah, Dante and Jalen Brunson's dad. We got to check that out later. Anyways, that's a score inside for Detroit. Time stone. Yes, I love it. We're going to be using that a lot this year. We turn it over, and Holland goes 94 feet, gets fouled. We'll go to the line. It might get a little sloppy. Little sloppy coming up. We got to look that up. Jalen Brunson's dad and Dante DiVincenzo. I mean, if Dante's going to yell at your son, see what happens when they have you run the show. That's funny. Oh, missed the free throw. And Lindy will bring it up. Should be a fun little play-by-play as I won't care too much about the little nuances. Moody with a nice little change of direction or change of speed, and Trayce gets the putback. I like it. It's good to add to your repertoire. And it's Moody. Left to right. Attacks. Oh, off the rim. No good. And they again have trouble with the ball. Detroit finally resets it up top. Late shot clock. 3 over Gee is good. Marcus Sasser. Inbound to Beekman. Here we go. We're up 15. Plenty of time, so you never know what's going to happen. Lindy, screen Trayce. Back out to Beek. Over to Gee. Open left wing. 3, no good. 4 Detroit Pistons in the paint to recover that one. Oh, I don't know these guys anymore. And my TV is only at 720. So just like, when are they going to make these games 4K? Anyways, Reed misses. Trayce rebound outlet, Lindy and Moody. Moody fouled. Good job by Moody to draw a lot of contact and make it a very obvious foul on Sasser. So we will shoot free throws. And while we're shooting free throws, why don't we check the Discord for some new news, if any. 14 new messages, huh? Let's see. We got baseball. Dodgers and Mets. Man, I might actually watch that. I'm rooting for the Mets. Hate the Dodgers, obviously. Love Shohei, though, so it's a little... Oh, they got Boston, huh? Peyton Pritchard in postgame. Yeah. Well, we'll come back to Discord in a bit. Oh, Trayce has got a double-double, huh? Anyways, let me do play-by-play. All right, Holland over to, I don't know who this is. Lefty missed the layup. Wait, is that Jaden Hardy? Looks like Hardy. I forget if he got moved. No. Wendell Moore or Tosan. It's not Tosan, so, and it's not Wendell, so it's wait, who is that? Trying to read the name on the back. It's tough. Wonder what team Jaden Hardy's on now. Let's see. How can it just be these two guys, Wendell Moore and all? You can't see what I'm doing. I'm just looking at the box score. Figure out what these guys are. 14 is Wendell Moore. Duren. Is that Duren? No, that's Paul Reed. Baseline. Oh, we try and go alley-oop. Nice pass, Gee. Trayce gets fouled. Holland and that guy is the long name, which is Ev Boomwan. Tosan is number 20, showing Andrew Wiggins on the bench, and that's it. I'm dying of curiosity of the where did Jaden Hardy ended up. Was he still on the Mavericks? Oh, okay. Let me look at capsheets.com just to make sure. All right, we've got Jackson Rowe in the house. Lindy Waters, corner 3. Bad foul by dude with the long name, Tosan. And is that Quentin Post in the game? So let me take a look at Dallas. Oh, they still got Jaden Hardy on the team option minimum. Lindy swishes a free throw, no surprise. Let's keep an eye on Discord. See what pops in here. Got a little Lillard. We're running old plays. Signature Terry Stotts plays. Flare screens and pin downs. Cool stuff. Jokic to Russell Westbrook for the one-handed alley-oop, which I won't play, but you could if you had our Discord, and I'll tell you how to do the Discord hopefully by the first game of the season. Let's keep it conservative there. I need a few days off, honestly. Dribble, drive, turnover by Tosan. Kevin Knox in the game. Oh, Brandon's nose looks very swollen. Looks very bent out of shape, but not that bad. Quentin Post pushes off. That's a charge. against Paul Reed. Let's look at Paul Reed. How much is he making? Maybe he's a big man we can snag at some point, you know? But he's going to have his warts too, so you never know. Capsheets.com, Detroit. Take a look at his salary. He's a big body, you know. Probably can't make a three, though, the way that our offense is run with Steph. Look at Jalen Duren, $4 million. Rookie contract, I believe, right? Paul Reed, $7 million. So would you rather have Looney or Paul Reed? I think I'd take Looney with a couple inches shorter. 97.76, 7:18 to go. Timeout. Let's roll it back to Discord in the background, get some of these feeds coming in. Let me see if I can cue this up to right at the moment where he dunks it.
You're losing a real wonderful person and soul.
So it's right about here. Let's see if we can do this. Jokic to Westbrook. I can get away with it if it's only like 2 seconds. Jokic is way over here. Wow. Maybe we'll iron out the kinks in the preseason if this gets demonetized. Oh, well, it was preseason. So Jokic is way over here, and I can go backwards, right? I'm not gonna. YouTube algorithm can't read that. So yeah, here he goes, and Westbrook is here, cuts here, and then he dunks it.
Person and soul.
Ooh, nice. Plus, this isn't full screen, so hopefully the algorithm won't pick it up. Don't tell the NBA, though. Nobody email the NBA and tell them what we're doing. Buddy and Steph chopping it up during the timeout. It won't play? Shoot. Let's copy the link here. Visit site. I'll switch it over. That's the problem when you got to rely on this Discord app. Just keep switching back and forth. Let's put that in cap sheets. There it is. Cool little behind the scenes. The problem is the music in the background, so I got to stop that in its tracks. Hopefully, that's a big risk I just took, but oh well. Switch back over to Discord over here. Man, Brandon's a tough kid, though. They're showing a replay of him getting hit in the nose. That was fun. I guess we're one of the only games left on right now because they're showing the Sasser highlight. Someone having a Twitter argument. Just leave it right here for now. Anyways, they got the bobblehead tonight. Trayce and Podz. I'm sure we'll get some behind the scenes of that later. JK's got a little tattoo on his hand. I did not know he had that. Looks like his gold hair is about grown out, 80%, 90%. And we're just waiting. We got another timeout. I don't know what happened. Let me check the play-by-play to see if there's some kind of review of something or whatever. Play-by-play. Detroit called 2 timeouts in a row. Huh. Okay. You don't see that every day. So when we hit the post game, we will be entirely dependent on this Discord right here. as well as some other sources I'll look around for. Oh, the Golden State feed is a subset of the raw feed, so there's probably nothing new in here. Yeah. Not really anything all that new here. Let's go back to the raw feed. Jokic to Russ. What other things are there? Oh, Hall of Fame going on right now. Johnny West is over there. This looks behind the scenes-ish. I think I could probably get away with playing this. There's no sound. Is that Rip Hamilton? Yeah, Rip with Chauncey Billups. And there's Tayshaun Prince and Ben Wallace, guys. Gray beard. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. And it looks like the Raptors and the Celtics played. Jordan Walsh played well, huh? Wow. He made a leap? Okay. Can Boston stay hungry? What's going on in football here? Bengals, Giants. All right. And then we got, oh, the Dodgers are up 6-0. Sheesh. Oh, we're back to action. Detroit works it around. Let's go down. Kick it. It's a free steal to Beekman. Beekman will go 94. Missed it. Tap in by Knox. Kevin Knox. What's up? Be nice for him to get a contract somewhere, but it might be difficult. Oh, Knox knocks it away, but it goes right back out. They run a little pick and roll action. I don't know who these guys are. Third stringers. Don't know who that was. Gets fouled. Let's see. Smith. Which Smith is that? Check. Tolu Smith. Never heard of him. Then you got Dennis Jenkins. Never heard of him. Javonte McCoy. Never heard of him. Darion Sebron. Never heard of him. They got 4 guys I've literally never seen before, even on paper. So we're deep into development territory. And I mean, really just these guys will probably be in G League, most of them. We're up by 22. Beekman and Lindy flares back to post. Oh, and he takes it, baseline cut, pass. 2 passes go to Knox, airball. Lindy fights, Beekman fights. Quentin post, shoot it. At the buzzer, splash. What a play. Okay. But the flare screen, I'm excited by the flare screen, which then led to Lindy cutting baseline. Beautiful. Quentin Post, 3. Domino effect on that offensive set. Man, the flare. Oh, man, it's pretty, man. It's pretty. I like it. I like it. Q Post. Oh, he goes inside to Jackson Rowe and he throws the ball away and he's mad at himself. He's like, why am I making mistakes? That's all right. Well, he's got some fire in him, and that's good to see, honestly. I mean, Santa Cruz should be pretty fun to watch, even though we didn't get Bronny. Cholo. All right, let's catch up on some of these. Sir Pogie. Okay, let's catch up. Oh yeah, hit the like button, please. Paul Reed was the glue. I know he was a factor out there for a while. Oh, they make a bank shot. Melania's in the house. Steelers won. Cool. Dean of Zen has trouble with his cable and sling and all that. I think Beekman got another steal. Let's check the box score. You can't see it, but Beekman has 3 assists and 1 steal. He's got a +8. Everybody's got +8 because it's all the third stringers together plus Lindy. Lindy's a +22, leading the team. Lynn Dog, 13 points. Look at oh my God. Lindy is 13.7 rebounds. He is second on the team in rebounding with Trayce has 10. 3 for 4 on threes. Oh my Lord. What is Lindy Waters shooting on threes in the preseason? It's got to be nuts. Can somebody look that up easily? Like BK Ref doesn't have preseason, huh? I wish they did because a nice spreadsheet. Can I just click on them? Let me see if I can click on Lindy and get the stats. I doubt it. Oh, stats. Let's see. Oh, no, it's going to take his career stats. Never mind that. 3-ball post, no good. Hey, he's got more attempts than Looney already. I love it. You got to have a little dog in you to just, throw up a couple threes. Speaking of which, they get one. So we're up by 22, despite all that. Pat Spencer in the lane. He's our only true point guard. Quentin posts 3-ball airball. Looks down at the ground. Not happy with that. Yeah, thinking about it too much. That's all mental when it's an airball. Usually. Unless you're like me, the one time when I had a impinged shoulder although that was mental for me to test it out in a game and sacrifice a possession of that was very selfish of me to do that, but I was testing it out and yeah, I took myself out of the game and went to the hospital at that point. Impinged shoulder, not the funnest thing ever, man. But at least I didn't break a bone. Quentin Post with a post up, fade away, no good. So Post is what? 1 for 4 or something? 1 for 3. Yeah, 1 for 4. Just got posted. Tosan hits. I refuse to pronounce his last name. It's too complicated. He's going to have to turn into a rotation player for me to go look that one up. Pat Spencer, step back 3, air ball. We shot 2 air balls in a row. Nicholas Kerr, the coach of the G League, is probably like, yikes, guys, don't do that in Santa Cruz. So it's getting very sloppy. We're up by 18s, 2:15 left. Jackson Rowe is going to check in. We're going to go super small. Quentin Post out of the game. Steve gives him an applause of encouragement. Oh, by the way, Blake Hinson is in the game. Guy Santos. Kick it to Jackson. Rowe goes down the lane and he scores. Jackson Rowe. First home NBA bucket. He did score in Hawaii. It was a cool moment. Or did he score? I don't know. But that was his first NBA game, even though it's preseason. And his wife was very happy about that on Instagram. See what they post this time. Ball bounces around, kick it back out. 3-ball, Detroit, no good. Rebound, offensive. Oh, dude that just made a 3 passes it up. Oh, that's why. The other guy hits it. Yells something at the bench. I don't know if the Warriors bench was saying stuff. Jackson Rowe, mid-post. Looking at Pat Spencer, drives, fouled. Stoppage in play, 1:18 to go. We are up by 17. Let's check the feed on Discord. What did we get? Jordan McLaughlin, Kings versus Blazers. That's an interview. Dak Prescott. Did they lose? I don't know. That's the Dallas reporter. When the Mavs play, this guy's going to have some behind-the-scenes stuff from the arena. Ooh, Tampa Bay player, huh? All right. He hit the free throws. Oh, no, let me see. He hit, yeah, he hit both. Jokic again on that one. Dodgers win. All right, fadeaway air ball. Kevin Knox brings it up. Deflected out of bounds. Dubs are hustling. That must have been the one where Post got the three. Suns up 107-102 against, who are they playing? Don't know. Three ball. Blake Hinson. Donovan Mitchell asserts Cavs have another level. Foul by the Warriors, side out. 40 seconds to go. Ant on swapping jerseys with Cat. We were together for a couple hours yesterday. I told him I don't care who you already told. You're giving your jersey to. I got to have it. He pretty much just moved everybody else out the way. Ah, that's cool. Damian Lee hit a corner three out there in maybe Phoenix, wherever they're playing. Gosh, how we get political news in here? Gosh. Well, Dwayne is failing to put who they're playing against, but I guess he's just assuming all of his followers know who Phoenix is playing. TJD, double-double, yep. Cowboys got destroyed. Wow. Is the Lions defensive end okay? Hutchinson? Yeah, Steve's rotation. Pat Spencer down the lane, swatted away. One-on-one. Hinson versus a Euro step. Kevin Knox blocks it. Nice. Chase down. But Detroit has it. Oh, good pick and roll. Nice. Who is that guy? Paul Reed? End of the game. Buzzer sound. Broken tibia. Ouch. Oh, that's huge, man. 111.93 is our final. Broken tibia. Ugh. How would you rate MDJ's offseason? You know, I don't really do rankings, but I don't know. Let's see. I'd say did well with the constraints given. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. Oh, what we've got a couple sailors. We got a couple sailors over there in the tunnel. Pat Spencer. Oh, that's an iPad. Oh, Khalid Robinson carrying an iPad back. And there goes the other Lacob, Kent Lacob. Trayce Jackson Davis will go to the TV monitor with Cole Lawrence, the guy with the long hair, is the PR guy in charge of that one. Normally it's Raymond, but it's a preseason game, and BP comes over. He's in very good spirits, so it doesn't seem like the nose is hurting him. That's good news. Everybody heads to the tunnel. There's Don, graybeard. I haven't seen him in ages. He's in charge of the giving out the credentials. All right, is he going to say of this nature?
How much did you enjoy? You started with Moody, Kuminga, Brandon. I mean, you know, Steve rested Steph and Draymond and Wicks tonight, but to see all you young guys together, that was kind of fun. Yeah, it was a great.
Oh, Steve Kerr signing autographs. Oh, selfie with the kids. And they're like, no, I want portrait version. No, just kidding. I don't know. They said that.
A lot of different lineups. You're obviously one of those playing the 4 or the 5, starting, coming off the bench. It seems to not matter for anybody. No, it doesn't. At the end of the day, we got 14 to 15 dudes that can play really good basketball. And coach going to find the right lineups that work every single game, and we're going to go out there and play hard. So, Colin and I want to electronically hug you and say, thank you for being the one guy who's not shooting more threes this year. Absolutely. Every guy on the roster is taking threes, so all you're doing is dunking, rebounding, and blocking shots. Someone's got to do the dirty work. So. Yes, sir. How many of those bobbleheads did you grab? I think they said I get 18 of them. So.
Trayce Jackson Davis reports he gets 18 bobbleheads. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a little tidbit. Interesting. Brandon is going to sign some autographs as well. $18 bobbleheads. All right, let's take a look at Discord. What's going on? Dodgers have tossed 32 consecutive scoreless innings. Oh, yikes. You get on a heater in baseball. Gosh. Excuse me. I guess Sacramento lost. He looks disappointed. Pistons fall to 2-2. Omari Sankofa. Let's see if he's got any behind the scenes stuff from Chase. I forgot to check. Oh, I forgot when you go to the website, Twitter automatically doesn't show the latest and greatest. So I've got to just look on my mobile phone. Nothing. He doesn't really do that all that much. Although he did have Detroit practice in Phoenix. Did the Warriors win most of the preseason games in championship years? I don't remember. I'm going to guess it was around 500. Could be wrong, though. Yeah, I wonder. That's a good question. Anybody remember? There's no way to look that up, huh? Unless Dean Chambers probably knows. Dina gone. Is there perhaps a post-game link? I totally forgot about that until this morning. How would you even find those? I forget. Totally forget. I'll just ask him. Oh, there it is. You'll check out. Oh, you'll check out preseason stuff, but can't remember. Oh well, let's keep an eye on Discord again. Okay. Cade had 18 and 7, walk in the park, you know. Duren 14 and 9, 3 blocks, walk in the park. But they're discombobulated chemistry wise. They've got good good talent. They just don't have a soul. It might be a little harsh. NBC Sports Bay Area just switched over to Kuminga's interview with Kerr Burke. So we've seen that a couple times and kind of old news now. So we'll move on. Here's Missoula on Jordan Walsh, and that's it. Oh, so much for the 500 guess. I guess we were just too dominant. Watch featured. Yeah, thank you. Oh, well, did they do the Hall of Fame speech by Johnny West? Let's do that, but we can't really watch it. We will, yeah, until we hear anything else from Discord. I say that's what we do. Thanks. Thanks for that. Let's go NBA.com. Watch featured Hall of Fame speech. Be ready to shed some tears. Are you guys ready for this? I'm not, but let's do it. Johnny West. And I will scroll away because I can't really play this, but I'll play the audio.
Shop the fall sale at Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, we got Sherwin-Williams, first of all.
With sale prices starting at $34.29.
Oh, that's weird.
Find your new color October 11th through the 21st. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
It froze.
Jerry West to the Hall of Fame for the third time is a longtime league executive, Rick Welts,
9-minute
Lakers
interview,
greats
9 minutes.
Bob McAdoo, Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Pat Riley, Jamal Wilkes, Vlade Divac, Dale Harris, and Michael Cooper. You guys should applaud right there. As a group. And also representing his late father and speaking on his behalf is Jerry's son, Johnny West.
Jeez, what is that music? I guess he's just walking up. Let me just make sure. I don't want to get demonetized again with some random music. Videos
aren't making this any easier.
There we go.
As you can see, I am flanked by numerous Hall of Famers, players, coaches, executives, giants of the game. They all team with my dad in the chase for championships. In any organization he was a part of, championships were the only target. He detested the thought of the L word and especially hated losing attitudes. All of these luminaries seated on stage tonight understood that obsession very well. The truth is, my dad would have struggled to accept all this recognition. He had a habit of tuning out all the praise and hearing only criticism. But I'm here today to talk about how good he was at his job, whether he likes it or not. Because Jerry Allen West, once an overlooked kid from Little Shillian, West Virginia, is a Hall of Famer for a historic third time. He was inducted into this wonderful hall as a player in 1980, then in 2010 for his contributions to the star-studded 1960 U.S. Olympic team, and now today for his peerless work as a front office executive with the Grizzlies, Warriors, Clippers, and of course, thank you, Clipper Daryl, and of course the Lakers. Yet this honor also comes in recognition of his incredible influence and staying power in the game. My dad broke in as a Lakers rookie in 1960. He stayed not just relevant, but at the forefront of the NBA for more than 6 decades. This game and this league, it was his life. As hard as he could be on himself, and I'm not sure anyone in any walk of life demanded as much of himself as my dad, Jerry West was beloved by pretty much everyone in basketball, which is quite an achievement in a world where everyone is trying to beat the hell out of each other. That competitive streak, like no other, was a key driver in my dad's front office success. Maybe at times he wanted to win a little bit too much. Tortured genius is a phrase that was written about him many times over the years. One of my dad's closest friends once said of his golf game, Jerry could make a hole-in-one and then complain about how the ball rolled into the hole. That was my dad. But when you speak to people who work closely with him over the years, what they tell you is that he had a unique ability to maintain a level of compassion and connection with his coworkers on top of his deep desire to win. I recently spoke with Pat Riley, who told me that for all his own incredible accomplishments in the game, I would not be where I am today without that "you can do this, Pat" encouragement from my dad. His door was always open, no matter who you were, and he was determined to create a positive environment, no matter what sort of pressure or torment was going on inside of him. Most of all, though, when it came to running a basketball team, he had conviction, he was decisive, and he was never afraid to make a tough decision. In 1989, when everyone in the Lakers war room was urging him to draft an established college player with their late first-round pick, my dad took in all that input, turned to the speakerphone, and then announced the Lakers will select Vlade Divac. And then, just 7 years later, he only needed a couple looks at a 17-year-old from Philadelphia to decide that he would do anything, including the immediate shipping of Divac to Charlotte, to ensure that the Lakers would acquire the draft rights to a skinny kid out of high school named Kobe Bryant. Sorry, Vlade. Just a few weeks after putting the deal in place to make Kobe a Laker, my dad signed Shaquille O'Neal away from Orlando in free agency. Those two moves, completed in a span of about 3 weeks, I'd argue are the best back-to-back transactions ever consummated by a front office executive, no matter what league or sport you wish to name. But my dad only stayed for the first of the 3 championships that Shaq and Kobe, along with Phil Jackson, would win together. He had to do things on his own terms, like not showing up to his own retirement press conference. And when he decided it was time for a change, as grateful as he was for his long-term partnership with Dr. Jerry Buss, no one was changing his mind. Sometimes even winning wasn't enough. But I can assure you that my dad absolutely loved team building. Going to Memphis, a team with no history of success, hiring Hubie Brown as coach, a franchise that never won more than 23 games, in just my dad's second season in charge, became a 50-win team.
That's crazy.
No matter how many years passed after he stopped playing, my dad never for 1 second stopped contributing to the sport and league that he loved. When we lost him in June, my dad was still working for the Clippers, who called him the personification of basketball excellence. I'm obviously biased, but I think he lived up to that description. On the court and in every capacity, which kept him to the hardwood for the entirety of his adult life. Dad, I want to thank you for everything you have done for the game of basketball and for everyone within the game. And our family too. That obviously includes me and Ryan, Mom, the other Hall of Famer in our family who kept... and David, Mike, and Mark. Yet I'm also thinking of the countless people you have inspired, touched, and helped throughout your unmatched 60-plus years in the game. Role model, mentor, confidant, father figure. You were all those things to so many. Contributor to the game of basketball. That is you in every single sense. And that will live on forever. Thank you.
Is that it? Check. Yeah. I can't see the video actually. It's not working very well because I'm using an off-brand browser, but looks like Pat Riley is there to give him a hug and all that. So going back to Discord, so far haven't heard anything out of the Warriors beat writers here. Dalton Johnson, why didn't he show up on my raw feed? He's supposed to be in there, 754. I hope he showed up here, otherwise something's not working. 5 minutes ago, 754. I hope I just skipped it up by accident. Ah, there it is. Cool. It worked. And Trayce Jackson Davis, Warriors Japan is replaying that. Detroit Lions. Wow. Congratulations, Vince Carter, Mavs fans for life. So haven't heard anything out of Chase Center. The rift between Jerry West and the Lakers? No. Percy! What's up? And Jasmine. What's up? Oh, we got a little picture of Kyle Anderson. Hey, that's our first quote. Is nobody at this game? Like, no Kendra Andrews, no Anthony Slater, no. Did they just say, hey, it's a Sunday, it's a 5:30 game? I don't know. Did they know Steph and Draymond weren't going to play? We're getting like next to nothing coming out of there, which is odd. But I'm glad people hopped on earlier, and maybe it's a signal to me to take the rest of the night off, although I won't. I'll find something to do. But before we go, I do want to play a little bit of, why don't we do that right now? Let's play a little bit of all of the Jonathan Kuminga footage that I found that I finally decided to put into a video that was, quite frankly, I was waiting to do for a while. It turned out that the practice footage wasn't all that deep, so I said, why don't I just get together all this Kuminga off-season stuff that I have, and let's put that in a video. And it ended up being 16 minutes long. And also, Jonathan was at Chase Center last night, and his multimedia guys, whether it's the trainer or IG, they IG spelled EYEG. IG likes to shoot in black and white, so he shot last night's clips in black and white again, and it was cool. So let's take a look, and we'll skip to the Jonathan part. And again, like we have a I mean, when Draymond says that he's going to be an all-star someday, I can see why. So yeah. Let's go ahead and play it. When I got to refresh this, there's an ad blocker in here, so I don't know. Probably shouldn't block the ad. All right, there's going to be a little bit of background noise. This is Joe Coy right there, and King Bach. So right after this, we'll hit the Jonathan part. Cool look inside of Oracle Performance Center. Bobblehead. There we go. This is good stuff. It's going to get better and better. And then there's the background music I had to put in there, because they have a lot of copyrighted music in there. By the way, the link is right here.
Everybody made it.
All right, now it gets interesting. See all of these, that's the over the backboard one. But all of these like individual moves that he has, it's like This stuff is more like half court offense type stuff. And we just don't really do any of these isolation type things. So he's got all the tools to play for, the Sixers. Let's name all the teams that don't really run that much motion, which is the vast majority of the NBA. So when you look at his toolbox, it's clear to me that he's got a path towards, being a regular 20-point scorer or more. On any other team, not named, Warriors, Kings, Nuggets. There's a lot of teams that would love to have a guy of his toolbox on offense, because look at all this half-court stuff. When is he going to be able to do any of that in the Warriors offense that has a lot of motion and Steph Curry, get the ball to Steph type stuff? Now, we'll run some inverted screens between Steph and JK to free his athleticism up to get him downhill. So there's that downhill component. But all of these workout videos really show him with the half-court component, which really doesn't get used that much with the Warriors. However, it could get used when you slow down the game, like in the fourth quarter, whether it's, like that was an amazing dunk, but things get a little slow paced against the Knicks, against the Sixers, against Dallas, against the Clippers. This reminds me of things that Kawhi Leonard can do, things that Kobe Bryant can do. And wow, I got to figure out this ad blocker. So there's more half-court stuff. Probably hurts me to have the ad blocker on. Just turn it off. Ads are going to my own video. But yeah, once we're done with this, we'll take a look at any other post-game reporting from Chase Center. I mean, all of this stuff, it's like half court, It'll win you a hell of a lot of, pickup games, summer league games, not summer league, summer pro-am games. That one's a little bit more downhill style for the Warriors. But all of this, I don't want to call it excessive, but there's a lot of dribbling involved. And we just don't run any offensive plays that are like this. But my point being, he's a keeper. You got to keep a talent like this. And you got to pay him. Just pay him. Let's say it's 2027. Let's say Steph gets injured. I mean, what are we going to do? Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to redesign. We're going to have plan B, or the other timeline, which is Jonathan Kuminga. You got to start to just have a pick and roll offense with that, or isolate him. You got to find a way to isolate him on the other side and let him go one-on-one. But there's absolutely no way. I don't think you can trade Kuminga. I don't think you can, not give him an extension. He's a keeper. You got to keep him on your team. Plain and simple. It's hard to find guys that have so many skills on offense like this. It's just that he's in a special situation with the Warriors right now. So it's complicated. And here he's going to make a whole bunch in a row. So I'm going to fast forward through this. Still going on. I mean, he's got a 3-ball. I mean, it reminds you of Kawhi Leonard. And, poor man's Kobe. But like all of these skills that he's got, that he's showing off, the only reason why we don't really take advantage of it to the fullest is because we have a guy named Steph Curry on our squad. So it's a little complicated. Look how high he gets up, right at the top of the box. Two of them. And then he hits the front of the rim and then dunks it. And here's the famous one from overtime where, you know, those are some skills, right? And here's a little fun one.
Look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? Monday.
And this is ironically Kobe narrating.
For 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better
Yeah.
every single day?
There actually is.
Right? And it's just taking small
There
steps.
actually is.
You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year, right? It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
All right. So that was my whole kind of thesis on that. So the comment was there aren't any defensive highlights. There is one or two of them. Oh gosh, didn't want that. That'd be disastrous. Just put that. Pause. Let's go back to Discord and see if there's any reporting out of the arena. Let's go to GSW feed. See what we get. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not much. Oh, okay. Dante DiVincenzo's explanation. Okay, interesting. But here's Sam Gordon with stuff. Let me just click on this and come back to that later. But yeah, it's a locker room video, 25 seconds. We'll come back to that. Warriors head coach said Golden State played with more energy, more bounce. So there's only like 2 clips of Kuminga on defense though, but it's, you know, yeah. People don't usually put out any defensive highlights. Here we go. Kerr on Kuminga. He's shooting the 3 much more confidently. There's no hesitation.
He's shooting the 3 much more confidently. Clearly, there's no hesitation. Looks like he's getting better balance on his shot, and we want the the catch and shoot when he's open. The one thing we don't want is guys to catch and hold. So we've got a ton of guys on this team who can shoot threes. We can move the ball well. If we execute our offense, we should have, plenty of nights like tonight where you get 18 threes and a bunch of guys all making 2, 3. It's a fun way to play.
Cool. Sam Gordon. The one thing we don't want is guys to catch and hold. Yep. Moody picture, BP picture. Kerr on Buddy healed. He comes off the bench and you can feel his impact. He's not shy. We need a scorer off the bench, and he's been fantastic. I'm excited about him. Here's another Trayce Jackson Davis one, which we can't play. And you kind of heard it earlier. Warriors 3-point experiment. It's not an experiment if that's what you're putting all your chips in. That's like saying, I'm all in. Oh, you're doing an experiment. But that's what you get when you get, these copywriters for, that's not Moni doing the tweet, right? It's an intern that they hired to to do these captioning. It just drives me wild. I'm kind of anti NBC though, but oh well. Here's Buddy Hield.
Buddy out there when Steph is off the floor. He's shooting 59% from three. Obviously not sustainable, 59%. But wondering if do you slot him in sort of that six-man spot as a traditional six-man kind of guy?
He looks the part, doesn't he? I mean, he comes off the bench and you can feel his impact immediately. He's not shy, and we need that. We need a scorer off the bench, and he's been fantastic these first 4 games. So I'm really excited about Buddy, and yeah, that role makes a lot of sense for him.
Yeah, BP had 5 of those. Not good. Yeah, you never know. We might see JK in the post, but we might not. Still Steph's team until it isn't. But I definitely want to have that JK's post-up abilities, even if that's our main option, you know, in the future. If it's our main option in the future, so be it. Who cares? When Steph's gone, it's going to be, you know, there's only one Steph that comes along. So it's going to be really weird. But we have until at least 2027 to worry about that. So, and we're not even in 2025 yet. So let's enjoy it. Anything else before we get out of here? We're seeing the whole evolution of this, but I think you got to make a bridge from Steph to JK. And yeah, that's totally based on just workout video. But like, is anybody else really doing all of these things that he's showing? Is really JK's showing just so much in the bag. I mean, we praise Jordan Poole for having a bag. I mean, Jonathan Kuminga has more of a bag than. I mean, it's different. He's posting up. He's doing the Kobe fade. But, like, I mean, Jonathan's ceiling way higher than Jordan Poole's. And, like, you know, JK versus Jordan Poole, I think JK wins the one-on-one battle. You know what I mean? Like, just playing one-on-one. You know, and when you talk about one-on-one, then you're talking about what do you have in your bag. And, like, you know, there's no way you can trade Kuminga. There's no way. No way. I've seen enough. And I know that those are just workout clips and stuff, but like I don't see anybody else doing those things other than maybe like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, you know what I mean? Like that's a level not a lot of people get to. All of those things that you saw. And it's so hard to get guys like that. I mean, look, Cade Cunningham is a #1 pick. He's a different player, but you know, like to have all those different skills, it's hard to get those guys. You need a #1. We got him with the #7. Like these guys don't come along that often. Normally it's, you know, I mean, you just have to be a bad team and draft Anthony Edwards at #1, and 4 years later, You know, so I think Kuminga's untradeable in that respect. JK got a deeper bag than Wiggins. I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, look, based on what you saw, what you just saw in that video and what you know, just watching all these games, would you rather have, if the game was on the line, would you rather have Wiggs do the mid post to win a game, or would you rather have Kuminga with the mid post to win a game? That specific scenario, I'd rather have JK. I mean, seen enough, you know. And Wiggins is pretty good. I mean, he's got to be top 20. DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi, Paul George. I mean, you can't name more than 20 guys. 15, maybe 12 that you'd rather have. So there's that. And I know it's kind of, we're really stretching it here, but then I am trying to just talk about something. But yeah, it's like, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Anyways, the tornado move. Yeah. What else we got on Discord? And nothing came through? Nothing. We'll wait for one more guy. So yeah, we're back to I mean, I guess it's a valid question, like, are they tradable or not? But like I don't really want to look into the future with a, you know, sky is falling type mentality. I mean, that's not that bad, but you can choose to think of a positive future or not. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think we'll figure it out. And it's not like we're that bad. We're going into this 46 wins last year. Draymond was suspended. One of the best records in the second half. So Draymond was suspended. We didn't have Draymond for a while. Still ended up with 46 wins. We should be a 50-win team. But if we're, you know, at the end of the season, if we're again 46 wins and again not top 6, then you figure it out. But I think it's too risky to trade JK. That's for sure. But yeah, you're looking way into the future, and worrying about that ruins the experience right now. So why would you worry about all that stuff in the future when you've got a game in 2 nights against the Lakers? Is that the one in Vegas? I think it's the one in Vegas. Yeah. So, yeah, no worries. But yeah. Next live is welcome, by the way. Next live is only in 2 nights. By the way, this Discord channel, I have got to figure out how to automate it so that some of you guys can get on there. But I've been posting so many videos on the channel, and tonight's going to be a long night, even with the interviews and stuff. So I wonder who they'll get. Like, Brandon is injured, so they won't get Brandon to the podium. Get maybe Melton, but the writers don't really like, I don't know. Melton. I wonder if Raymond Ritter told all the writers that, oh, hey, you know, we're not going to play Draymond or Steph. So if you wanted to take a night off, take a night off. So Anthony Slater's not there, you know. I mean, Sam and Danny Emmerman, they've got to be there. Excuse me. I guess John Dickinson's got to be there all the time. 95.7's got to be there. So really just Anthony Slater and Kendra Andrews. So those two. But anyways, next live is today's Sunday. So next live Tuesday, the 15th at what time's the game start? We get to play the Lakers. We're going to see Bronny James. 6:45 for a 7 p.m. tip-off. Pacific Daylight Time. GSW LAL from Vegas. Yeah, it could be because it was the Pistons as well. Yeah. Okay, so what's this next live? Oh, and we got to do the Buddy Healed. We got to add that to the end of things. Let's move that here. Cue that up. That'll be fun. So we got to cue this up. Where's more fire? Oh, it's a little bit behind here. Ready, guys? We will see you guys Tuesday. Just Us 1, 2, 3, Brate, and Mo Fire. Here we go. First up is Just Us. Wait a minute. You can't see it. My fault. I didn't present the screen. Real quick. Let's go back. Yeah. And now we got to do Mo Fire. All right, that's it. See you guys Tuesday. Appreciate you all.